Hey friends, this is Grace and welcome to my channel and welcome to daily creative or creative exercise series that I'm doing here on my YouTube channel, and this is layout number 9. And so what it is based off of a daily creative book by Todd Henry. It is more for, productivity and creativity. So it doesn't have to be scrapbooking, but I felt like this type of book really resonated with me when I had to read it for a book study at work. And so I am pulling out some prompts every month. I do 2 a month and then I create a layout with it. So for May, one of the prompts that I picked is called No Choice. By the way, this book is based because it is daily creative, so there's a prompt every day. So there's 365 prompts. Of course, I don't have the time to create every single day and follow the prompt. So I am just picking 2 a month. Again, this time around in May, I am choosing No Choice. That is the prompt for May 12th. And this is what it says. We make good objective decisions when we have time and space to think. However, it's under pressure that our principles are tested. The key in these moments is to not give yourself the choice. Don't allow yourself out of the commitment. Plan your work, then work your plan. Don't make important decisions in a moment of weakness. So the thing that I really pulled out of here is that plan your work, then work your plan. So this layout had a plan from the get-go. I'm following a sketch from Scrapbook and Cards Today, which Allison Davis has created. I think it was summer of 2023. And the sketch had kind of a wave and it goes from left to right. And then you have your block of photos on kind of more towards the center. And then it also has some photos on the right side. I am using a paper pack. Well, it's not really a pack, but it's a collection that I had purchased at Joann's, and it's a Heidi Swap, kind of a nautical type of collection. And so that's what I'm using here. And I didn't really know how to come up with making it wavy. So I just decided I'm going to do straight. And the plan is that instead of the waves, I'm going to do a straight and it's just going to go from left to right. And so I'm cutting my strips now because I know I'm going to use all of them. And what I love about this collection is that it is double-sided, so I can get 2 for the paper that for one paper. So I like that because there's 2 variations. And then I decided to go with a maroon, dark purplish kind of background because my husband had a shirt that has a similar color, so I wanted to incorporate that. And I like how the maroon purplish actually makes all of these papers stand out. Now, these photos are of me and my family in 2021. We went to Florida for a vacation, and we really wanted to be able to have that opportunity to swim at the beach in the Gulf area. And so we went to Crystal. Oh, I forgot already. But we went to a beach that is over by the Gulf, and we swam there, and I really liked it because the water was warm because it was the Gulf, right? And then we also wanted to swim in the Atlantic. Well, this was when we went to St. Augustine, which is the oldest town in the country. And we drove by the St. Augustine beach, and it was really nice, but it was at the end of the day and we could see some clouds coming in. And so we were like, well, we really don't want to change into our bathing suits knowing that storm can come any minute. And so what we decided was we were just going to dip our feet and legs in the water and call it a day. So I don't know if we would have enjoyed swimming in the Atlantic, but I gotta say, Atlantic and Pacific waters are fairly the same. I do know that they're a little bit colder than the Gulf. Well, in my experience during that time period, but it was a neat experience nonetheless. So these are the pictures from that little trip that we did within our big vacation in Florida. My youngest actually did get he took off his shirt, and he had a change of underwear and shorts. So we just had him be in his shorts and underwear, and he was dipping in there. He wasn't going too far, but he was playing in the waves, and then everybody else was just kind of dipping their toes in the water. So I have a lot of pictures here, but a lot of them, or most of them, doesn't have a lot of color in it. It's a lot of the blues, a little bit gray from the water, maybe our skin tones, our clothes, except for my husband, are fairly neutral in the pictures as well. And so that's why I really liked the punch of yellow in the pattern papers as well as the deep blues. I think that they give a lot of different colors in the photos. Now I am matting these three vertical photos. Everything else is horizontal, so I'm leaving the rest of the photos in a block on the left side, but these photos are vertical, and so I'm deciding to put them on the right side, but they're going to go over the panel of the strips of paper. So I decided to mat them just so that they can stand out a little bit more. I like the idea in the Daily Creative that says that, work your plan, especially if you are in a time crunch. It definitely helped me make this layout go fast. I think I created this layout in about 30 minutes. The problem that I found as I was creating it was I'm not that kind of scrapbooker that when you make a plan, you stick to it to a T. I felt like after I had put all of the strips, I felt like it was needing some movement, and I couldn't find the movement. I couldn't think of a way to add the movement without deviating from my plan. So that was one thing that kind of bummed me out about this layout. Was it was a good start, but my style is that I have a jump start. I usually use a sketch for a jump start, but then I deviate, and I did deviate in a sense where the journaling was supposed to be kind of in the middle of that left paper, but I just couldn't see myself putting it in there, and then that would make sense with the way the layout of the photos are and the strips. So I kind of, yeah. See, I'm telling you, I am not good with just like following it to a T. I think over the years I have evolved where sketches are a jumpstart, and then I kind of go on my own. Does that mean that I go rogue? Maybe sometimes I do, but for the most part, I do not. But when I do find some parts of the creation where I think it needs a little bit something different than my plan, I do deviate. So if I were to deviate with this, what I would have done is maybe added some punched border strips, and that has maybe a scallop or something kind of flowing, right? So that it will break up a lot of this monotonous strips. I found them very monotonous. And is this my favorite layout that I created? No, it's not. Sadly, it's not. However, it is finished though, so I am happy about that. My title will be Atlantic Ocean. That's going to be a simple title for me. I think another thing that I would deviate was to not use these letters. It's just the sans serif was just too blocky, and it did not create some differentiation with the existing very straight and rigid lines that I have with my strips. But again, it is what it is, and it's a memory already done, so I'm happy with it. I am going to find some other things later that would help me with that need for movement or need for some curve and different kinds of shapes on this layout, and so you're going to see me add that later on. But if you like these videos, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing, and make sure that you click that bell button so that YouTube will notify you when I post my next layout. Usually, again, like I said, I post the layouts, I post two layouts from this particular series that I'm doing every month, so make sure you check that out. I've kind of gotten to a point where I am posting every Monday, so I think I really like that schedule because then it helps me to remember when I will put them up. And so that is the schedule so far. So here is a banner that I found. I have this Simple Stories sticker sheet, and it's mostly for cruise ship kind of themes, but they also had some water there and some kind of sea beach, so I added that, and I added some stickers as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye now.